Hello, hello, hello. Come in, come in, come in. As promised, I am doing a second live stream for today. And the topic is credit, credit, crypto, and cash flow. Oh my. You all like that? You love that topic. Credit, crypto, and cash flow. Oh my. I think that rolls well together. So come on in, come on in, come on in. I'm going to tell you why now is the best time, right, to get your credit repaired. So let's do your do nows. Blessings and peace to you. Hope you're having a wonderful day so far. And guess what? If you're not, I'm going to make it a little bit better at the end of this live stream as we keep our eyes on the economy and what's going on. If you don't know me, I'm formerly known as the Queen of Credit. Now I switched the game to Crypto Queen. And you know what? Even in the dip, even in the crash with the cryptocurrency, there's still money to be made. It's still assets to be bought, right? It's still money to be made, and it's still assets that you can buy people. We always buy in the red over here. Not financial advice. I'm not your financial advisor, but we always, when this essence blood on the street, we always take advantage of blood on the street. I always take advantage of blood on the street. And I taught on the Wizard of Oz. Again, y'all come in, say hello, drop your name, your city and or state. Or you can do all three, or you can do one out of the three. Or at least just come in and say hello. And so I was teaching on the Wizard of Oz. And when I came up with this title, I thought about the Wizard of Oz as you all come in. Let me see if I can find it. As you all come in, credit and crypto and cash flow. Oh my, right? Credit, crypto, and cash flow. Oh my. So, I thought about this from the Wizard of Oz.
Do you suppose we'll meet any wild animals? We might. Animals that some, but mostly lions and tigers and bears. Lions and tigers and bears. Lions and tigers and bears. Oh my! 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 Lions and tigers and bears.
I'm thinking about lions and tigers and bears on mine. I'm like, I'm just gonna do this credit and crypto and cash flow. Oh my, I want you all to put that in the comment for me, right? Put that in the comment. Hello, hello, you all that's coming in. Make sure you hit that thumbs up for me as you all are coming in. Hit that like button. Let's get more people in. We got H-Town in. H-Town is in the house. Thank you, H-Town. Hello, Louisiana. How's everything going? In Louisiana, hope everything is going well. Right? I want you all to put this, whether you are watching this live or in the replay, I want you all to put this in. Credit and crypto and cash flow. Oh my, we're gonna put that all in, right? Credit and crypto and cash flow. Oh my, the Wizard of Oz, it was lions and tigers and bears. So hello, 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 hello to you on this Monday. I'm gonna get right into it. So everyone that comes in later that says hello, if I highlight your name, just know that I am speaking to you. I may not stop where I'm teaching it to give you a shout out, but I like to do that within the first 5 minute mark. So let's dive into this topic. Now, why? Why am I saying that now is the best time? Now is the best time more than ever, specifically to get your credit repaired, right? Why am I saying it? Well, for a lot of reasons, but let me discuss this reason first. The feds, the federal government that is scheduled to meet this week. One of the reasons, I have others, and it is likely, according to the news and the media, that the Fed will tighten the monetary policy, right? it is likely that as the Fed meets this week, which is between what's today, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, that the monetary policy will tighten. Now, what does that mean, right? What does that mean to you? Why is that important? Well, if this happened, people, you're going to see a tighter squeeze on credit repair, or not credit repair, but on credit lending, on lending and from the banks, right? And you're also going to see inflation even get higher. In layman's term, that means the increased pricing of our goods and services. We're going to see inflation even at a higher mark, right? As this is going on. So let's dive into this article. And this is why now more than ever, you definitely want to pay attention and get your credit fixed, get it repaired, get it restored, right? So they meet, monetary policy meeting is every meeting from March until the inflation. They're going to meet more often now until March, until this inflation um, they feel is can be under control, or they're reporting that they're attempting to get inflation and prices under control. We know that inflation is already about 7%, the highest it's ever been in 40 years. And so, according to this article, that there's a risk that the federal government will raise interest rates at every meeting until March. This is reported by Goldman Sachs. So, the possibility of this hike or announcement means that at least four more hikes or increased interest rates this year. So now, as evictions are going, you know, happening, and people can legally under now evict. Now we have that landlords are requiring things such as a 700 credit score with no previous eviction showing on your credit report, no charge offs, no collections. So there's a lot of people that's displaced and do not have the credit wise to qualify to be renters again. So now, with this possibility of interest rates, people, this means long term inflation expectations. Long term inflation, which means credit and crypto and cash flow, oh my, is needed now more than ever. It is needed now more than ever. Goldman Sachs is stated in this article that a very high inflation expectations due to the Omicron outbreak, which has created also more of supply chain problems. I want you all, whether you are watching this live or in the replay, I want you to remember these three things: the power of three: credit, crypto, and cash flow. And you can even put oh my on it if you want to. But going into 2022, the power of three, the trinity, you need to have these things in place, right? And this platform, my live stream, I cover them all, from credit to crypto to cash flow and cash flow and strategies. And so, again, the meeting is this week. They're tightening up. They're raising interest rates, which means interest rates raise. The lending standards will be tighter. You have more banks that's having higher requirements, but there is still opportunity to get your credit repaired now if you act. Because I really believe that if you wait too long, which is for me by the summer, that you really won't have high possibilities of getting negative and derogatory items removed. And this is why. Let me share this with you. This is why people is showing 368 people in and only 8 thumbs up. So, that's what I see on my screen. That cannot be possible. There's no way 368 people or 63 now can be in here, and I'm only seeing 8 thumbs up. So let me take a sip of the green as I'm giving you all time to get in. Get in. We're at the 10-minute mark and get the thumbs up. Now I hope this doesn't get stuck in my beautiful white tea. And you all be telling me Queen was live streaming with green stuck in her teeth. This is kale, spinach, little strawberry, kiwi, green kiwi, and thank you, Tiffany, and mango. And it tastes very good. And I got on my green camo. Tiffany, just hit that like button. I do appreciate it. So this is why, and this is breaking news. This is breaking news. Besides the Fed's inflation rate, this is even why it's more imperative. Credit reporting agency company right now is under fire. All right, let me change this screen out. They're under scrutiny. They're under the judgment and the auspice of the CFPB, which is Consumer Finance Protection Bureau. The Consumer Finance Protection Bureau, also aka known as the Consumer Financial uh, Protection Agency, says the big three. I'm talking about the three again: Experian, TransUnion, Equifax. Some people refer to it as Equifax. Together, that less than 2% of complaints from consumers in 2021. Let me see if I can enlarge this. Less than 2% of covered complaints from consumers in 2021, right? That all of these together only responded or reporting relief to less than 2%. That means for anyone disputing last year, more than likely you were not getting any response, or you were getting letters back saying that this is verified. The credit agencies, and they listen, let me say this, people, they are agencies, they are big businesses. They are not bureaus. And a lot of people refer to them as credit bureaus. They are not under the auspice, they are not under the control of any government entity. The credit agencies, Experian, Equifax, TransUnion, is just like Target, Walmart, and Amazon. That's it. When you think of Target, Walmart, and Amazon, you do not think of TransUnion, Experian, and Equifax, but you should. These credit agencies is no more federal than the FedEx delivery company. They're not federal. And that's the number one thing that people often operate in fear, because they feel as this they are going against, or they have to fight against a government entity. No, this is just big business, like Target, Walmart, and Amazon, like Burger King, Wendy's, and McDonald's. That's it. So last year, it says these credit reporting companies are not playing well with others, right? They provided relief to less than 2% of covered complaints. America's credit report has little incentive to treat consumers, this is you and I, fairly with your credit reports when they have errors. The CFPB director stated, today's report further evidence of the serious harm stemming from their faculty financial surveillance business model. The CFPB says, listen at these numbers, people. More than 200 million Americans have credit files, and the continents therein play a critical role in their lives. More than 200 million Americans have credit files, and out of these 200 million people, you have so many people that have errors, things that are outdated, things that are reporting inaccurately, things that's not even verified. Just because something is accurate does not mean that it's true when it comes to your credit report. Let me say that again. Just because something is accurate when it comes to your credit report does not mean that it's true. What are you saying, Queen? Well, it may be accurate that you had that charge off, but how the three agencies verified it may not be true. And if they did not verify the accuracy of that correctly by verifying it, not with a third party, but verifying that everything is true of an accuracy from your social security number to the spelling of your name to your current address. Now, the current address is very important because you can be living at 111. You know, those are my favorite numbers, right? You could be living at 111, I don't know, Jackson Street, right? 111 Jackson Street. But at the time that you got the collection, maybe you was living at 222, right? Um, Harris Street. Now, the time that you got collection, that 222 Harris Street is connected to that collection. You've got a new address, you've relocated. So all things, some simple things as such as getting the 222 Harris Street deleted, which is connected to all the components and the accuracy of that charge off, will quickly improve getting the charge off deleted because they have no correct address to where all these mailings were mailed out, where the credit card company was writing you, keeping you updated. And now, once you remove the negative, this is just one strategy. It's more than just one, but this is just an example that I'm educating people about inaccuracies that they can have on their credit report that's reporting wrongly. See, it can be an accurate thing. Yes, I did have a charge off with JP Morgan, right? But it's inaccurately reporting. So it's accurate, but it's not true. Well, the first line of defense is they have to prove that you were the livable person who received notification of that charge off at that address. Now, if it's you lived at the same place for 12 years, then there's other methods of verification. See, it's a difference in language between validation and verification. And oftentimes the credit agencies tell you this has been verified, but it should have been validated. Validation is an entire different process. And so the CF, the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, they protect the consumers, have come in and they're investigating this. And this has just happened in January of this year. And the reason why they're investigating because more than 700,000 consumer complaints about these three credit agencies, TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian, came in from January of 2020 through September of last year to 2021. That's more than half of all the complaints that agencies have received from 2018 to 2019. So I know from 2020 to 2021, September last year, that there's a lot of people struggling with bad credit or people that have not just taken the time to focus on their credit because they were getting things like CTC, child tax credit, and stimulus. But guess what, people? That well of water is dry. There will be a lot of people upset this year because they're going to receive lesser and thousands of tax return, or they're going to not get a tax return, period. As I reported earlier on my live stream, that the IR to the S is now requiring selfies or facial recognition in order for you to get your tax refunds this year. So now that the Consumer Finance Protection Bureau is providing heat to all of these credit agencies, now you want to go ahead and throw your gas on it and get experts working on your credit report. And that's why I have that number that you need to text credit to 254-788-1144. Because right now, the experts that I'm affiliated with, that I outsource to help people repair their credit, because I'm not manually doing it anymore. I don't have the time for credit at this time. But I've connected with a group of experts that know more than me and are just as much as me. So, and they all go through the FCRA, that's the Fair Credit Reporting Act. It requires reporting agencies to conduct a review of complaints that the CFPB, the Consumer Finance Protection Bureau, receive when customers complain about incomplete or inaccurate information. And they previously tried to fix these problems, either themselves and it didn't work, or maybe with a credit person or agency that could not handle or solve the problem. But again, a lot of this was like a setup, right? Because, hello, Dr. Forms, thank you for tuning in. Because the credit agencies decided to do a tight squeeze on credit repair. So the report found that Equifax most often promised to open investigations and send the results to consumer at later dates, but did not provide the CFPB with the outcomes of investigations. TransUnion made similar promises and frequently failed to provide the outcomes of investigations to the CFPB. It consistently refused to take action because it believed that the complaints were submitted by third parties. But guess what? Even if it was submitted by third parties, by law, they still have to respond. So they broke the law. Experian also frequently refused to act on third-party complaints, but did substantially respond to the remaining complaints. Medical debts people were one of the main sources of the consumer reporting inaccuracies and mistakes, and you can connect this to this health pandemic, right? You also have things like insurance coverage, the delays in the receiving of bills. It made it harder to resolve billing errors. So a lot of people have a lot of medical collections reporting right now. So it was the CFPB decided to investigate this, right? And determine whether the debt even belonged to the consumers or the people complaining, or if the amount was even accurate. See, people, you cannot even have a collection or a charge off reporting on your credit report if the balance amount is inaccurate. See, it's things like that. And I kind of miss talking about credit now that I'm talking about it. It's things like that that gets you deletions on your credit report. Is the balance reporting accurate? Not just your address, your name spelling. They have to have all of this 100%, not 99 and a half. You know, they used to sing those songs in the religious church. Trying to make 100, 99 and a half won't do. Well, it's the same thing when it comes to your credit. 99 and a half will not do. Everything must be 100% validated and 100% accurate, from your name spelling, the balances, the addresses, etc., etc. And if not, those are legal laws under the Fair Credit Reporting Act for deletion. So rather than providing this data and really looking at it, validating, Experian and TransUnion stop providing responses. That's another ground for deletions when you don't receive responses via mail, and a lot of people don't. And the only thing that and they have 60 days to respond to you via mail. And so now, because like everything is moving to automation, the credit agency's automation process for correcting these inaccuracies do not work. Or when they do not get responses, customers report that they spend a lot of time, a lot of energy and money to try to correct these inaccuracies. And people, that's why I'm trying to save you all your time, your energy, and money. See, people don't really understand that in order to increase your money, you have to increase your energy, your frequency, and your vibration. You have to change who you are connected with, who you are networking with. See, rich people, they look for network. People with rich mindsets, people that's making rich monetary moves, right? Poverty minded people, poor working class people, they look for jobs. They look for taking a year and trying to fix their credit repair or trying to repair them credit themselves, knowing they are not knowledgeable about the laws of the Fair Credit Reporting Act. People, if you don't know the laws, it's not going to work. If you only know two laws that you Google and get a free letter, that automated process is not going to work. Those old outdated letters from the Fair Credit, according to 609 Fair Credit Reporting Act, um, that's really more of a identity um, theft complaint. But people take 609 and they use it incorrectly. And let me Google it real quick. I'm gonna show you an example of these 609 dispute letters that people just try to Google because they don't work. And it's not just 609. They're also using Fair Credit Reporting Act 611. And this is why you're not getting results, because these letters are inaccurately stating. I'm trying to find a letter. The letters I'm finding doesn't even have the Fair Credit Reporting Act law in it. That's why a lot of this stuff didn't working. These letters are not even reporting anything from the law. And that's why a lot of people don't see results. I'm trying to read this letter. Okay, I'll try to. I don't know if you all is gonna be able to see it, but I can pull it up. I'm gonna read it to you because it's blurry. This letter states, it's free on Google, that this is my second request, right? Violation of 15 USC 1681, you are required under the Fair Credit Reporting Act. It doesn't say which law, to properly verify accuracy account listed on my credit report. Now, this is your reinvestigation, and they're still asking for verification, not validation, right? Black Laws Dictionary, Black Laws Dictionary don't work. That yours defined as verify, verification, confirmation of correctness, truth, authenticity. This doesn't work. This is just waste of time and letters. They have handwrite this information in blue ink. That doesn't work. And according to Fair Credit Reporting Act, now they do have Section 611.5A. You are required to properly delete information which cannot be verified. That's not what 611.5A states. And this is why it's not working, because people think that, and this letter was written in 2013, it is well outdated, but you still have people that's taking 2013 free letters off Google and they're not getting results just because they don't want to hire experts. So, people, let me tell you, inflation is going to get higher. You're going to need credit and crypto and cash flow. Oh my. And now some people are not, their cash flow is going to be down. I'm trying to help you get your cash flow up because you're going to get less money as the feds, if you're just not coming in, I covered this in the
This can't be
beginning.
right.
The feds are tightening
Trouble with
their
your
monetary
taxes?
policy. They're going to meet
I'm April. You know,
monthly
filing your
until
taxes
March.
doesn't have to be complicated.
So now
With
the
Tax Act,
IRS is
filing is simple.
requiring
Simple?
facial
Simple
recognition
is nice.
scans
And the
to
best part?
access your
Getting your max
tax
refund to
return.
rain down into your pockets.
Mm.
Incoming!
And that's something. The IRS, the I, R to the S, beginning, well now, are they're asking you to take selfies. And it's beginning this summer to check your child tax credit portal, update your portal for people that opted to receive that early payments. To receive identity protection plan, to check online accounts, to get tax transcript, view online payment agreement. You will need to create an account. Now, a lot of people are going to have to repay. Existing online accounts, which currently only require a simple email and password to access, will no longer be working by the summer, said the IRS. This is why I've been telling people, join me in the home-based business and get you 475 tax deduction, because soon your biggest bill, you're going to realize the hard way, is going to be your taxes. And what many people thought was a blessing last year, what many people thought was just the government is just dropping free helicopter money, you're going to see that you get nothing free with the government. Nothing. You cannot even get oxygen free to help you breathe. You go to the hospital, you're lacking oxygen, you got to pay for that oxygen. You're going to get a bill. And a lot of people are going to wish by spring that they would have texted me that number for their credit repair and text the same number to get their cash flow up. Wow, you can save, because for the cash flow program, people, it's just $129. So the IRS expert that worked with the home-based business, you text me the number, I give you more information. You can watch a 20-minute video and it explain it in its entirety for 20 minutes of your time to invest in yourself and your financial future and your mental peace. Most people say that, money doesn't buy you happiness, but it sure will buy you a peace of mind. Don't have it, and see, don't you be stressed and in turmoil. So if you want the cash flow component, this ends in 7 days. At the end of the month, text 129, and guess what? The credit is only 79. So let me just make another flyer. You can text credit, and I mean $79, like seriously, with experts to help you repair and improve your credit. So you can take 79 and see which one you want to work on first. You can work on both simultaneously. Some people, they're telling me that they're having Maybe unemployed at this time, and the 79 is what they can afford. But if you want both, you need to text 129. If you want the credit, you need to text, let me add another one. If you want the cash flow, for the cash flow component, and they will work on your credit as well. You can get both the cash flow and the credit, and and the 475 tax deductions for the 129. Let me know which one you want, but you need to take action tonight, like massive action. Okay, Tiffany, yeah. The experts actually go 3 years back. They go 3 years back um, for your, okay. You test the one, they will go 3 years back and look at your tax return, your previous year's tax return. But Tiffany, if you just text me, let me see. Thank you, text. Somebody just text me credit. I don't know if you text me credit or you text me 129. But somebody just text me credit, so I'm going to respond with the credit portion if it was a 302 number. But hey, I'm logging off. Tiffany, that was you from 302, and um, you need tax help. Then you need to text me 129 and not credit. I mean, yeah, 129. But if you did text me the word credit, I just text you the information on the credit part. Oh, you text credit, but you want the information for the 129 for the taxes too? Okay. So I'm gonna send you a different text. Um, you're all, I'm logging off. This is my second live stream today. Um, I'm gonna get some rest, but I just want to make sure I air this video, this live stream as I promised, because now is the time with the three credit agencies under scrutiny and under pressure from the Consumer Finance Protection Bureau to get that credit started. Repair now. Now is easier. It's not all the back and forth that many people were receiving between 2020 and 2021 and not getting any results. So again, if you need the cash flow, the tax experts, you need more money, you need more, income, then text 129 for that's 129 to get all of that, and that includes credit as well. If you just need credit, text 79 because that's the monthly payment. There's no startup fees. Let the experts, we have experts with the IRS and cash flow components, and we have experts in credit repair as well. Listen, I'm signing out. How big can you think? How big can you think? Magnify your mind, right? Magnify your mind. Manifest with your mouth. The power of life and death is in your tongue. Multiply your money according to Matthew 25. The servants that multiplied their money, when the master returned, he said, "Well done, my good and faithful servant. Enter into the joy of the Lord." But the one servant who only saved his money, guess what? He didn't even spend it recklessly. He at least had the mindset to be a saver. But the master said, "I don't want savers. I want my money multiplied." And he said he called them evil and wicked. And he said, "Go into outer darkness where there's weeping and gnashing of teeth." And that was hell on earth. It didn't tell him that you're going to be cast into the underground, or, when you know, he was still alive. And because he did not multiply his money, he had experienced hell on earth, where the other two servants was given more money, and it said, "Enter into the joy of the Lord." And you know what? That just affirms to me that it is totally a lie when people say money can't buy you happiness, according to the Bible. Because in Matthew 25, well, maybe it's not a total lie. Maybe it cannot buy you happiness, right? But according to Matthew 25, it sure as hell can bring you joy. That's just the Bible. Because when they multiplied their money, says, enter into the joy of the Lord. It brought them joy, and they got even more money. As Robert Kiyosaki says, savers or losers. Why would you save a fiat paper currency that they are distributing and printing out and giving out as stimulus? The more they pump it and give it out to people, that's supply and demand, the less valuable it will be. So you don't save money, you invest it, and you flip into assets like cryptocurrency, right? Which is, um, give me one sec. Which is the best performing asset at this time. Cryptocurrency, even and it's not even in the red right now. I mean, not right now. And listen, will the cryptocurrencies have its dips? Yeah. Stock market had 1,000 point crash. But guess what? Rich and wealthy people don't trip about that. Do you think Warren Buffett, for example, when he sees the stock market crash, do you think he goes somewhere and panic? See, 7 people that are under 100K income earners are 7 times more likely, right? 7 times more likely to panic sell. They're 7 times more likely to panic sell. 7 times. People without cash flow, because now they were waiting on the stock market or crypto market to hit a certain level of capital gains because their cash flow, they don't have enough money coming in to wait it out, to hold it out, so they can become rich and wealthy. It's just the name of the game. When these markets crash, they just want to get the weak hands out. They just want to get the weak hands out. So I'm going to end my live stream with this. These 3 things. I want this to marinate, and I want you to get this in your head. When I was teaching on the Wizard of Oz and how that represents the money monetary system, I thought about this. Lions and tigers and bears. Oh my. I want you to say this in your head till you wake up in the morning and it's still in your head. Credit and crypto and cash flow. Oh my. Credit, crypto, cash flow. Oh my. Credit, crypto, cash flow. Oh my. That's the 3. That's your 3 trinity you need to be focused on this year. I don't agree with a lot of stuff like Dave Ramsey teaches about financials, but I agree with this part that you need to have a gazelle mentality. You need to wake up every morning running, and pursuing your financial goal. And another thing I do agree with Dave around about is so you can produce to yourself financial peace. So you can produce financial peace. Yes, you want mental peace. Yes, you want emotional peace. But money is entangled with all 3 of those. In my Jada Pickett voice. The number 3, the triangle, it represents completeness. Right? Jesus prayed 3 times in the Garden of Gethsemane before he was arrested. He was placed, I can go into this, the 3rd hour of the day on the cross, which is 9 a.m. That's the 3rd hour of the day. And he died the 9th hour, which is 3 p.m. And there was 3 hours of darkness while Jesus suffered on the cross, from the 6th hour to the 9th hour. 3 people is the number of resurrection. Christ was dead for 3 full days, 3 full days and 3 full nights, a total of 72. And we see the number 9 in it. 7 plus 2 is 9. The 9 a.m., the 3rd hour, and then the 9th hour was the reversal, the flipper. The flip was 3 p.m. And so then you got gold, the kicker for gold for the 49ers, who is number 9. and for 3 points hit the winning field goal. That's it, Dr. Forms. Credit, crypto, and cash flow. Oh my, I'm gonna leave with this. We're gonna listen to this. You all text us numbers. Let's get started.
Some, but mostly lions and tigers and bears. Lions and tigers and bears. Lions and tigers and bears. Oh my! Lions and tigers and bears. Oh my! Lions and tigers and bears. Oh my! Lions and tigers and bears. Oh my!
If you can remember lion, tigers, and bears, and credit, crypto, and cash flow, you good. Yep, gold. You good. 49ers. Hey, I'm signing out, people. You all be healthy, be wealthy. Peace and blessings to you. Queen out.